Happy Hump Day! Coming in live for the Breakfast Show episode. We stopped counting. Happy Wednesday! It's an honor to be here for yet another breakfast show. We stopped counting our breakfast shows after 365. So yes, the breakfast show is actually legit a thing. It's an honor if you are brand new. In the comments, can you do me a favor and just drop the word new? I will say hello to you. Let me know where you're coming in from, actually. So if you're coming in from Chicago, be like Chicago, and I'll be like, what's up, Chicago? I'm in Michigan. It is 9:08 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I go live and guarantee you an episode every Monday through Friday between 8 and 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm usually about 5 or 8 minutes late because I have severe ADHD. So I'm really excited for this morning's breakfast show. This is a topic that a lot of people reach out to me about. You might look at me and just think, hi England, hi California, hi Vermont, hi Texas. You might reach out to me and be like, hi Indiana, Michelle, you don't realize that I was 35 pounds heavier. So I actually went from 180 pounds to this morning I was 139 pounds. Hello, Philadelphia. Hello, Indiana. So I actually had someone reach out to me this morning and ask me for that exact roadmap, doing it without supplements, doing it without giving up foods, doing it without giving up desserts, and no following a meal plan. So I've kind of wholeheartedly biohacked the weight loss process. And if you were to ask me why, I'm not an expert. I'm not an expert in any way, shape, or form. I'm actually the furthest thing from it. But here's what I will tell you is I've listened to 40 plus Audible books and I have a pretty freaking good understanding of what's going on in our bodies. So you can still have a lot of fun. You might have to replace or tweak a few different brands depending on if there's carcinogens in what it is that you're using. But I'm gonna take you through the journey of 11 months of struggling to drop a pound or an inch, to me actually going in just for an annual physical, to the doctors and getting a clean bill of health. So my doctor and I kind of sat together. She said, Michelle, since you're at this point where you've been struggling, we can try something called metformin. It treats pre-diabetes. You're not a pre-diabetic, but we're going to go that realm just to see if it can help you drop some weight. And as she was writing it, all that popped in my head was this book that everyone kept recommending. The book is called The Obesity Fix. I cannot tell you how many people had recommended that book to me over the years. I ended up going all in with the Audible. I even had to put like a sticky note in my car to press play on it. And it's forever changed my life. Hi from South Carolina. I have dropped now 30 pounds. I did it in 5 months after 11 months of struggling to drop an inch. And there were things that I was not doing that I thought I was doing. Like I thought by upping my protein was gonna help me lose weight. But because of the protein I chose, I was putting weight on. I thought that drinking more water was gonna help me lose weight, but I started putting more weight on because of the things I was adding to my water. So I'm gonna share that with you today. I'm pretty sure you're gonna have a lot of clarity. You're gonna learn something, and this is absolutely FREE. So I'm not gonna sit here and be like, hey, I don't need to sell you on anything. I want you to stop, drop, and I want you to tune in. And if you can't stay from start to finish, I want you to hit follow. It will be available for 30 days and it'll be available on YouTube forever. So hit the follow button, hit the add friend button, sit back, relax, let's have a good morning together. And if you have questions and you need clarity on something, I want to encourage you to drop it in the comments because I can guarantee you someone else on the other side has the same question that you have. And this is a safe place for you to ask me anything. So we're gonna dive right in. I like to bring up not the hardest thing because we don't wanna say anything's hard because what we say, what we think, we bring more of, but something that a lot of people struggle with and don't have enough clarity on is one of the most important concepts to losing weight. And I find women trying to maintain their current weight loss efforts, they struggle to maintain and they hop up and down because of their fiber intake. So we're gonna go into fiber. I'm never gonna talk to you and be like, hey, get a red water bottle. I'm gonna be like, this is the why behind it. That's not something, that's just an example, but I'm gonna give you the why behind it. Hi, Lorena. So you're gonna have so much clarity that when you show up to do the thing, whatever pops in here to tell you not to do it, all the whys are gonna pop in and push the nose out of the way. So you are going to crush it. I went from no following to 250,000 on Instagram, no following to 460,000 on Facebook, no following to 470,000 on TikTok, because this works. Because I am such a straight shooter and I say it how it is, and I've listened to so many Audible books that what I say and teach actually works. So we're gonna dive in with fiber, but I do wanna ask you, I need part of active listening and learning is you responding back to what I ask. So if you're not driving, I want you to put in the comments, how many grams of fiber should we be getting each day? Not only for weight loss, hi beach girl, but also not for just weight loss, but also for maintenance. Can you please tell me that in the comment section? How many grams of fiber? That's what I need to know in the comment section for maintenance, for weight loss. So, and if you don't know, drop IDK, because I will tell you, I'll tell you that answer. So the answer is, and I'm gonna give you so many ways that you can add fiber in. Like I promise you wholeheartedly, you will find something that you like and you will crush your fiber goal. So it's 25 grams. Michelle, Cass, and Beachy, and Wendy, you got it right. How many grams of fiber a day is 25 grams? 25 grams of fiber a day. We really don't want to do more than like 35. Okay, so 25 to 35 grams. 25 is our ultimate minimum. That's our threshold. So too much of a good thing is never good. So we're gonna put it between 25 and 35, but we're gonna lock it in at 25, okay? As far as fiber, what's the why behind fiber? How many types of fiber are there? So the types of fiber that there are, and again, I've listened to 40 plus Audible books on all of these types of things. I wasn't born knowing any of this. So if you feel a little bit overwhelmed, it's quite normal. So the fiber component is there's two types. There's an insoluble and there's a soluble type of fiber, okay? We need both, and they're usually found in foods that are high in fiber. One thing you never want to do is use something like Metamucil. If I were to take, I got a gift from a white elephant Christmas party, and it's called Metamucil. And when I scan it in this app, which you're going to love me forever for being a part of this just by knowing this, it's called Yucca, Y-U-K-A. It tells me all the carcinogens and dyes that are found within this. Some people think that this is going to give them fiber. This right here is actually going to have you putting more weight on. It's going to spike your cortisol levels. It is going to have your glucose levels out of whack, and it's going to make it so that when you eat food, it just stores it as visceral fat. There is yellow coloring in here. There is orange flavor. There's yellow 6. There's artificial. This has carcinogens and dyes inside of it. We live in a country where literally we can have carcinogens, dyes, and toxins in our foods. Places like Europe and the UK, they cannot have products coming in that have junk inside of them. So it's our due diligence to make sure that what we're using doesn't have that. And now we have an app that helps us with that. Yucca, Y-U-K-A. So all of the shampoo I was using, all of the conditioners, all of the deodorants, all of the lip glosses, all of the makeup, all of the self-tanner that I was using on a daily basis was actually seeping through my skin. And these days it's causing in kids behavioral issues because this was not in our stuff back then. Okay, so here's the deal. You don't want to be supplementing with a fiber. I'm going to teach you how to get it. If you look at the back of a label, ingredients, there should be nothing in anything that you ever purchase unless it says just fiber. And that's very, very rare to find. So here's the deal. With fiber, the best thing you can do, the Royo bagel. The Royo bagels on Amazon, like R-O-Y-O, it's Yucca approved, it's high fiber. Literally, it's like 15 grams of fiber. I get the Carbonat bread. The Carbonat bread, literally, in one slice, it's 40 calories, okay? And literally, there's 15 grams of fiber. So for 80 calories, boom, dog diggity, I reached my fiber goal, okay? So this is called the Carbonat. You can probably Instacart it, Google it, Amazon it. Where there is a will, there is a way, right? If I want to find something, maybe you go to ChatGPT. So that's the way that I get my fiber in. I can have 2 pieces of bread for 80 calories, Y-U-K-A, Yucca approved, no toxins, no dyes. It's $11, but that's okay. I would rather pay the price of upping my fiber and getting the end result of weight loss and maintenance instead of paying $5 for something cheap and then long-term hearing this and buying this. Now it costed me more, okay? So yes, it's not a cheap bread. 2 tablespoons of chia seeds is 150 calories. There's 10 grams of fiber for you. And 1 cup of berries, any berries, blackberries, blueberries, raspberries, strawberries, that's 8 grams of fiber. Your leafy greens and your broccoli are 6 to 8 grams. So those are the best bang for your buck. But something we don't want to do is we don't want to be over consuming, putting too much energy into our body in order to reach our fiber goal. That's what we're going to discuss. So now, why is there fiber? Why is it important? So let's talk about the biology of your intestinal tract. Your intestinal tract, it's a big swirly slide, okay? Unfortunately, it's not like the Millennium Force where it's like, boom, you fall down. It's like, boom, it's like the corkscrew. And do you really think all the food that you're consuming is just flying through your corkscrew? Like, look at your stomach, look down. Do you really think that all the food that you consume is just like literally flying through? Or do you think that if you're not getting enough movement for it to make its way through, or if you're not getting enough water, or if you're not getting enough fiber, do you think things are being left behind? Do you think that maybe from 3 weeks ago, there might be some particles of your food that maybe now have some toxins and bacteria starting to grow on them? It's true. Yes. So fiber is literally what they call and known as the power washer to the intestinal tract. It gets so thick, it's the only thing that can expand to the width of how thick the intestinal tract is and the intestinal wall. So when you use insoluble and soluble fiber, it goes through the intestinal tract and it acts as a leech, grabbing onto everything so that when you do release it in a bowel movement or it does get used as energy, everything is coming through from where it comes through and where it comes out. Because any food left behind, here's how you know you're deficit in fiber. Are you ready? Inflammation. They say 8 out of 10 people have inflammation and bloating issues right now. Right this second. Good morning, Shara. Literally. Do you have inflammation or bloating? Do you have irregular bowel movements? Do you truly go to the bathroom, number 2, at least 1 to 2 times a day? Do you have weird noises going on in your stomach area? Do you have foul smelling gas? Those are just signs, hey, listen, I need more fiber. And when you up my fiber, I'm gonna give you positive gratitude within 72 hours, and you're gonna see that you're gonna start to lose weight. Or you're gonna see that instead of jumping from your goal weight and going up 5 to 7 pounds all the time, that's gonna go away. But we've got to get the 25 grams of fiber. So now that we know the why behind fiber, does it make you that much more like, hey, when I show up and choose what I'm gonna eat, I'm gonna choose fiber? Tell me that in the comment section. Like, now that you have a why behind it, I feel that helps me. So that's what we're gonna do as far as fiber, 25 grams to 35 grams. I shared with you the best sources that you can get. I want you to Google or search or chat GPT, hey, how in the heck can I track my fiber intake? I guarantee you there's a free app. I guarantee you can Google right now, I want the lowest calorie, highest grams of fiber foods out there right now. And it needs to be YUKA approved because again, we cannot add toxins, we cannot add dyes, and we cannot add junk like Metamucil into our body anymore. It's actually causing more harm. The people that up their fiber and they say, hey, Michelle, like all of a sudden the scale's going up after like 6 weeks. Okay, why? Peel back, what type of fiber? Oh, you're adding this? Okay, so what's in, that's how we're gonna know. I want you to know, after 11 months of struggling to drop nothing, after listening to 40 plus Audible books, the first one was The Obesity Fix by Dr. James, I want you to know that I did not drop my first pound until it was 6 weeks in. So if you start implementing any of the things that I'm gonna teach you, do not give it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 days. You marry the process, you divorce the results. You give it a full 6 weeks. Your body is gonna go through what is called detoxifying. It doesn't even know what's going on, right? It's like, whoa, 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 right? It's kind of like letting a bird fly for the first time. You need to give yourself grace. How much time have you been adding this stuff into your body? How long have you been deficit for? Don't focus on the scale. Don't go on the scale because 97% of your success is coming from your mindset. And what you see, what you think, you bring more of. So if you're stepping on the scale and you're like, gosh, dang it, your mind goes back to saying, hey, let's make this continue to come true. Throw it away. So my first 6 weeks in, after 5 months of dropping 30 pounds, I didn't even drop my first pound until 6 weeks in. So I highly recommend you run with this. I highly recommend you remind that to yourself, okay? Number 2, Carmel, thank you. Number 2, water. How much water should you be drinking every day? And I'll tell you right now, hi Wendy, if you actually say, I don't know, or you give me what you think it is. How much water? Because I could flip the channel right now and go hear an influencer telling me that I have to drink a gallon. And then I hear the news tell me that I have to drink 8 cups. There's so much out there. And finally, after listening to 40 plus Audible books, I had clarity. The information was all consistent. It finally stuck. Thank you. So how much is it? How much ounces of water do we need each and every day? And again, these all pair together. We can't make a cake without some type of liquid. Okay, we could, but how's it gonna turn out? You need, yes, LRB, you've got the first half of it. Half of your current weight in ounces of water. Half of it. So you take your current weight, you ask Alexa, or you go into your calendar, you divide it by 2, you now have an answer. That's the number of ounces. If you think that's going to be a struggle, if you think it's going to be hard to remember, I want you to drop a heart in the comments, not the little button, and I am going to give you a trick that you will never, ever, ever struggle again with your water, and you'll most likely never forget Michelle. I'm not even kidding you, but you have to drop a heart in the comments so I know that you are listening. Do you drink coffee? Drop a 1. Do you drink pop? Drop a 1. Do you drink wine ever? Drop a 1. Drop a 1 in the comments if you do any of those. Because the rule of thumb is this. I am never going to tell you to give up coffee. I am never going to tell you if you're like me and like Zevia in the raw. It's like the Zevia pop. It's Yucca approved. Or wine or coffee. You don't have to give them up. But it is half of your weight in ounces of water. And if you drink any ounces of coffee, how many ounces of coffee, Wendy? How many ounces, Phoebe? How many ounces, Megs? How many ounces, Ellen? I want you to become aware, okay? How many ounces are you drinking every day of coffee? How many ounces of wine? I want you to become self-aware, not because I want you to beat yourself up. You need to add that back in. You have to add it back in because those are diuretics. And there's a process where your body burns fat. It's called lipolysis. It sounds a lot like liposuction. Guess what? The term liposuction was created by how your body goes through a process called lipolysis where it burns fat. Your body either burns fat or your body either doesn't burn fat. It's like a bus stop. The first stop in lipolysis is called hydrolysis. The body is very systematic. The body literally stops, just like a bus. No one's at the bus stop, I go to the next route. If your body stops to go through hydrolysis and it doesn't have half of your weight in ounces of water and replenished ounces from the coffee and the pop or the alcohol, it's not burning fat. So how many days has that been? Is all of a sudden like the wheel becoming rusted where it's like harder? You've got to start adding that back in. And that's where this hack comes in. Drop a 1 if you don't have a timer set right now. Drop a 1. How do you remember to drink water? Your body will burn so many calories, maintain weight loss efforts, or literally, I love you, Heather, or literally, that's my twin sister's name. Your body will literally, by drinking every 90 minutes to 120 minutes, please, dear goodness, don't chug water. Don't chug it only in the water. Don't chug it only in the evening. I've got news for you. I don't care who your frickin' boss is. No one can trump you. Stop dropping and drinking for what? Okay? The other day, I drove myself to Columbus, Ohio for a cheer comp. I had to go to the bathroom. Any McDonald's, you'll realize you can fly in because the bathroom's always here. Employees can't even see you. Fly in to go to the bathroom, fly out without even making a purchase. I literally, from the second I got off that exit to the second I got back on that exit was 3.5 minutes. So if you work in the car and that's your excuse, I'm going to say to you, hey, do you want to lose weight and reach your goal? Or do you want to be a victim and keep blaming your job? Which one? Choose your heart. So we need to set an alarm. Set a timer right now. If you're really gonna set a timer, I'm telling you, the more you do it, the more it's second nature. I could be traveling, I could be at cheer, I could be on the boat, I could be on a plane. I stop, I drop, I take my bright red water bottle and I drink for 15 seconds. And I don't care who I'm talking to, no one will get in the way of it. I'm sorry to say that. No one can get in the way of how I feel, because when you look at me and you're like, how at 40 can this woman feel this way? Because of the choices that I've chosen, okay? Corny says a little harsh on the victim emphasis. I'm sorry, Corny. I didn't mean to offend anyone. But it's true. We sit here and we make so many excuses and we go through this rat race circle of a hamster wheel. And it's like, hey, let's actually take initiation. So that's what I want you to focus on. I want you to focus on half of your weight in ounces of water. I want you to set a timer as if you're going to Cancun at 3 a.m. and every 90 minutes, all you have to do is stop, drop, and drink for 15 seconds. Repeat, rinse, repeat, rinse. If you don't reach half of your weight in ounces of water and adding back in the ounces of pop, alcohol, and coffee, then up it to 20 seconds. I have next to my bed, even when we were in Columbus and I did my live with you, I'm like, you guys, look at the sticky note. It was next to my nightstand. I put it on a piece of toilet paper, or I put it literally, okay? So that's what we want to focus on. We want to focus on that on top of infusing your water with something that's not Mio or Crystal Light. I started infusing my water with Mio. Scale went up. I talk to people and I'm like, okay, so you upped your water and you're putting tons of weight on at the 6-week mark. Okay, so what's going in your water? Oh, Mio, oh, Crystal Light, fruit punch pack. Did you scan it on the YUKA app? There's carcinogens, there's dyes, and there's toxins and all of that stuff. And that YUKA Yucca app will show that to you. You guys, we don't have to have any of these things approved by the FDA. We have to be self-aware. We have to do our due diligence. So if it's not YUKA approved, I'm not adding it to my water anymore because it spikes cortisol. When cortisol spiked, it affects glucose. When glucose is like that, guess what then happens? Your food is being stored as visceral fat in the belly area. You don't have to add anything. You're better off not adding anything. In the bottom of mine, guess what I have today? I went to Whole Foods yesterday and they had chunks of mango and watermelon, so I put a cup of it inside of here. The Yucca app is free. You don't have to get it, but you need to just make sure that you're looking. If you can't pronounce something in the ingredient list and it's not whole, you don't add it to the water. Because if you start adding water, you're better off not even drinking that stuff, right? There's carcinogens, there's dyes. Go look at what it does. The Yucca app breaks it down for you. Okay, this causes obesity. This causes type 2 diabetes over time. This causes hypertension. It's in ramen noodles. It grades it from 0 to 100. Okay? So that's the water. Infuse it. What do you like? Do you like peppermint? Literally, do you? Yeah, sunscreen, Yucca for everything. Yeah, I know the sunscreen, the lotions, the shampoo, the conditioner, the deodorant, right? You're going to be overwhelmed at first. But would you rather be overwhelmed or underwhelmed, right? So here you go. We're going to do the water. We're going to infuse it. Peppermint leaves, right? Hold on, Tina. Peppermint leaves, mint leaves, fruits, lemons, cucumbers, limes. Pick some up. Number 2, use a straw. If you need room temperature because of your teeth, that's fine. And then if you absolutely have to chew a piece of gum to quench your thirst. What if you retain water? You want to add maybe a pinch of the Raymond's Real Salt. I do 1 electrolyte packet, but again, you have to make sure it's CLEAN. I use the Nectar. Drop a link in the comments. I have it in my Amazon store. It's CLEAN. It's YUKA approved. It won't spike cortisol. It won't spike glucose levels. I would do 1 packet of those. But the only way, Tina, you're drinking too much water is if it's more than half of your weight in ounces of water. I know Raymond's Sea Salt, which I have on Amazon as well. Put a pinch of it inside of your water. That adds back in the potassium as well. But most people aren't over drinking water. Okay, does that help, Tina, at all? So here you go. I linked it right here. If you actually put this in your web browser, thebreakfastshow.net, you will see Advanced Protein Guide. And in that Advanced Protein Guide, I think, or somewhere in there, it's my Amazon storefront. It's called Nectar, Nectar. Okay, something I found through some trial and error and 40+ Audible books It is in the morning to kick your day off with electrolytes, one a day. It does have many benefits. But if it's not CLEAN and it has a bunch of toxins and carcinogens, then we're doing, and dyes, we're doing the opposite for the body. Okay, so do we all know where we're going at thebreakfastshow.net in the web browser? Because the comments will disappear. So that's the water component of it. Your body also, from water, it waters the skin. You're gonna start to see this dewy texture. I don't use moisturizer ever. I don't have to. I used to have such dry, scaly face. Now it's dewy, it's wet. It also helps detoxify you. It pushes things through the intestinal tract. It ups the immunity. It makes you faster if you're under an illness or sick. It helps you recover faster. So those are all the reasons why behind water. So now that you know the why behind it, are you more inclined to actually drink it? Are you more inclined to change the way you think about water because you know the why behind it? Tell me in the comment section. Okay, any questions around water or fiber yet? You want to make sure that you're dropping those in the comments so that I can be sure to address that for you. Number 3, obviously, is something that you've heard of, and it's your protein. Okay, so she's asking, Charlene's asking about hydrogen. Drop a 1 if you have heard of hydrogen in your water. Okay, so hydrogen in your water. Hydrogen is not something that's found in the human body. Okay, it's not found inside of you. So if you were to add collagen, like you have collagen in your body, but hydrogen you don't. Hydrogen, if you go back to like biology class, it's the smallest element on the element table. And you have blood vessels. Look at your arm really quick. You have blood vessels every single where. You have veins, okay? And in 25 grams. And what happens every 90 minutes for the alarm, okay? And inside of here, your blood is flowing through. And every single person has a different biology. So the makeup of your vein, the thickness is different for every single person. And the thickness of your vein is gone and measured by something called nitric oxide. Nitric oxide, okay, you can take like a pipe fitter, engineers go in and they measure the width of them, okay, so they can see the vein, the blood pumping through it. There has been studies, and it's come out of the bag, and it's very well known from Gary Brecka, who's got millions of followers, that adding hydrogen into your body, you have a chemical reaction to 10 times dilate the blood vessel for 10 hours if one of the first ingredients is hydrogen. But what people are doing is they hear that and then they go to TJ Maxx and then they see hydrogen tablets and they purchase them. But they don't have any benefits because hydrogen isn't one of the top ingredients. Did you know that the first ingredient listed in anything in an ingredient list is what you find the most of? And the last ingredient the least of. So hydrogen needs to be up top if you're gonna use it. It's not something you wanna chinch out on. Because again, the price of it is gonna cost you more long-term if you decide to go cheap on it and then you come back in 6 months and you're like, oh, I didn't have those benefits, okay? When your blood can dilate 10 times thicker, like a woman who gets dilated with Pitocin for 10 hours, brain fog will decrease tremendously, if not 100% gone, being in perimenopause. Performance and recovery, athletes are paying thousands for hydrogen in their water because of it. You also will notice headaches get improved. You will not have them. And you also will notice blood pressure will improve as well. So there's a lot of positive benefits. You're looking for a recommendation. Obviously, I use one that's CLEAN, science-backed clinicals and third-party validation, and the best absorption is a crystal lit. So it comes in this really pretty sachet that looks like this. And literally, it's super simple. Let me show you how you use it. All you have to do is cut open this sachet and do 1 a day, and this will be in me for 10 hours. You'll notice when you pour it into a glass of water, it is actually clear. It's actually clear. So look at this. Once it turns yellow, you would never add ice to nitro, ever, ever, ever. It deactivates the hydrogen. Once it turns clear, or clear to yellow, you have 15 minutes to consume it. So that is called nitro. There's actually a video that explains the science behind it better than I can. If I share that video with you, would you press play? And if the answer is a yes, drop in the comments the word nitro. I only have in stock right now my lemon lime, my grape, and black cherry. So if you don't want those, you can wait until it's back. But this is all I have right now in stock. You can actually get it, Samantha, for 30 days money back guaranteed. If you drop Nitro with a star, I can share that with you. More than happy to. Because I see that you want the video, the comments will disappear, so I can't come back to this. Don't ask me why they're gonna disappear, it's meta. So I actually pinned it right here. You can message me on Instagram. There's a reach out button, just say Nitro, I'll send the video and the science behind it with the Nitro expert. It's a hydrogen expert. This is my Facebook account. You will see on there, you can hit message and then just type Nitro and I'll send it to you, okay? If you go to thebreakfastshow.net, I did pin it. At thebreakfastshow.net in the web browser, you'll click New Wava. It's called Nitro. So thebreakfastshow.net, New Wava, Nitro. Right now, if you spend for Valentine's Day $75, you get $20 off. So if you're close to spending $75, just spend it and get $20 off. Now you went down to $55. Okay? So again, thebreakfastshow.net, New Wava, it's called Nitro. And if you want to Instagram or Facebook message me for more information on how that compound reaction hits in the body and why this hydrogen beverage is the #1 in the States, I'll share that video with you. The third thing for weight loss, now that we covered fiber, now that we covered water, is our protein intake. Can you please tell me in the comments how many grams of protein you need in order to not just drop weight, but to maintain weight? How many grams? Can you tell me? I know there's a lot of stuff out there. I know there's a lot of people who say, you know, your weight you're at now has to be. What do you think the answer is? Man, after listening to the Obesity Fix and listening to 40 plus Audible books now, every time I finish an Audible book, it recommends a new one. And I just keep hitting play, play, play. And every day my mind is blown. And that's why I come to you live to share with you what it is that I'm learning. So we want to reach Carlene. We want to reach Arlene Cat with your goal weight, your desired weight. How much should you weigh? You know, you can Google probably, this is my height. You know, it'll give you a big gap between this and this. It's your goal weight, desired weight in grams of protein. So for me, that was 150. So when I was 180 pounds, 150 grams of protein seemed like quite a bit. It seemed almost impossible for me. If you think that's going to be tough, I want you to tell me in the comments the word tough, because I'm about to share something with you. No, Linda, half of your weight is water. We want your goal weight, desired weight in grams of protein. Oh, I'm about to share something with you where you're never going to forget me. And I'm about to share something with you where you're never going to be like, how do people do it? You'll be able to walk into any store, any market, any airport and be like, this is a protein. Holy crap. I was so deficit in protein. I'm going to give you clarity. Like I told you, I'm never going to say do this and not give you a why behind it. So 150 grams of protein is 600 calories. 150 grams of protein is 600 calories. 150 grams of fat is 1,350 calories. 150 grams of fat is 1,350 calories. 150 grams of protein is 600 calories. We live in a world where we have olive oil is so heart healthy. The eggs have the good cholesterol, which they do. The avocados are amazing. The nuts and seeds and peanut butters have omegas. The cheese, those are all fats I just listed. And a desired amount of fats, guys, is equivalent to about 2 tablespoons of chia seeds, 1/4 of an avocado, and a half a teaspoon of olive oil. And we are like above and beyond. So I'm telling you right now that if you can get 150 grams of fat, you can get 150 grams of protein. But why is there such a difference? Can you tell me why? Listen, there's 4 calories in 1 gram of protein. 4 calories in 1 gram of carb. 9 calories in 1 gram of fat. It's why it's called a fat. 9 calories in 1 gram of fat. 4 calories, 1 gram of carb. 4 calories, 1 gram of protein. Too much of a good thing, olive oil, avocados, omegas in the nuts is causing just as much harm as it is good. I bet you every person who sits out there and has that mentality of it's a healthy fat, it's a this, it's a that, is over consuming fats. And one day will have more harm from it than the good they thought they were doing. So we can have those foods, but we need to pull back and we need to make priority of protein. So when I go to eat cheese, it's 1 or 2 tablespoons. When I go to eat guacamole with chips now, it's 1/4 of a cup or 2 tablespoons. I don't cook with olive oil, okay? So those are the type of things that I've come across. I'm gonna teach you a hack right now for protein. I need you please to tell me in the comments if you see 80 calories at the top. Do you see 80 calories at the top of this? Let me know in the comment section. Step number 1, I always want you to become self-aware that at the top is where you're always gonna find the calories, and it's always gonna be in big, bold print. Always. It's never gonna be hidden down here. It's never gonna be on the side. It's always gonna be in the top of the box. Okay? 80 calories. Heather sees it. Anyone else see 80 calories? Step 1 is to absorb this area on a nutrition label. Okay? Anyone else see it? No, we don't see it? Do I need to brighten my light? Yes, Megs, thank you. Step number 2, Megs, can you help me out? Catherine, can you help me out? When I cover, step number 2 is to cover the last number of calories. Okay, now what do you see? If you covered the last number of calories, now what do you see? What do you see? Cover the last number of calories and you see 8. Jennifer, I love it. So now you go down to protein. Do you see my pinky? Right above my pinky is protein in bold. Right above it. It'll always be at the bottom. It'll always be in bold. Is there 8 grams or more? There's 14. This is an amazing bang for your buck. Amazing. Now I go to ingredients, and there's the good ingredients. There's about 4. Less is more. If the list was from here to here, I wouldn't get it. If there was the same ingredients with one that was 80 calories and 30 grams of protein, yes, I would buy the one that had 30 grams of protein. It's pretty hard to overconsume protein. If you just learned something new, I want you to drop in the comments, holy moly. Wow. You now can walk into any store, any restaurant, any airport, and you will no longer be like, this or that. Yes, obviously scan it with the YUKA app to make sure it doesn't have carcinogens or dyes, because then we're having more protein, but we're causing more harm done because we're adding toxins and dyes, which messes with cortisol, which messes with fat storage versus energy storage. But now you have that in your back pocket. My twin sister, she's a vegan, and she was struggling with her weight for a long time. And something I learned through Audible books, some people have scarcity around supplementation with bars and shakes. You are actually coming to find out better off eating protein bars and shakes than being deficit. But again, is it YUKA approved? We don't want toxins and dyes and carcinogens. So if you see, I'll give you one more example, okay? If you see this 150 calories drop a 1, do you see 150 calories? Please tell me in the comments if you can see this. Again, how ironic. It's at the top. It's in big bold. Do you see it? Okay, thank you. Cover the last number. What do we see? The second step is to cover the last number. What do we see? What do we see? What do we see? 15. When we go down to protein, right above my finger, right above my finger right here, is there 15 or more? There's 21. This is an amazing bang for your buck. This one is Yucca approved. Be careful with certain brands. Some brands are Yucca approved, but different flavors are not. My husband uses the Old Spice deodorant. The sport one is acceptable. The original one has toxins and dyes. Drop a link in the comments. They have 50 plus flavors, and this is one of the protein powders that you can actually cook with. So my amazing crepes and waffles have turned into protein crepes and waffles, okay? So it's a no carb 1, 2. Oh, awesome, Lisa. Good for you. I'm so proud of you. Yeah, they have actually, I think it's like 30% off right now or something. Oh, you get a free gift if you spend $100, which I bet you it's a whole container of protein powder. I just stocked up this morning. It said it on the site. I pinned that right here for you. If you go to thebreakfastshow.net, right here, you will see thebreakfastshow.net. It says Advanced Protein Guide. Merry Christmas. There is a guide that helped me in many ways to drop 30 pounds in 9 months or 11 months. Or no, sorry. I dropped 30 pounds in 5 months after 11 months of not dropping an inch. Guess what? That guide I pinned for you under free protein guide. F-R-E-E protein guide. F-R-E-E. There's no catch. 50 items. Some have the brand name. That is for you. At thebreakfastshow.net, there's an advanced protein guide that has some bars for you and also has the Orgain protein powder link for you to get the best bang for your buck. Okay? This is my first time watching you on live. Wow, you are amazing. I'm walking out the door to go to the gym, but I cannot wait to follow you more. Thank you for coming into my life. I love you. Thank you. Okay? I appreciate you. So that's for the protein. If you guys learned a new tool in your toolbox, drop a 1. If you were to sit down with me right now and say, hey, Michelle, like there's so much stuff out there and I've tried so much stuff, what do I need? I would have a conversation with you and I'd be like, hey, listen, you don't have to use supplements. You don't. But there are different types of people. It doesn't have any dairy, Heather. It's plant-based. There's no dairy inside of that. No soy, gluten-free, that Orgain brand. If you want to speed up the process of weight loss, drop a 1. If you want to help with the food noise, and you don't want to have cravings for sugar and salt, which suck, drop a 1. And if you want to have energy and feel so good while losing weight instead of feeling hangry and down in depression session, drop a 1. I will tell you that if there was one supplement I would never ever stop using, it would be collagen, which I know you're aware of collagen. It's the most abundant protein found in your body. At 20, you stop producing it. You have 100%. But how old are you? Each year after 20, you're losing a minimum of 1%. So this morning I was talking to an 85-year-old, and that 85-year-old has joint pain, fibromyalgia, osteoporosis. Their hair, skin, and nails and joints and muscles and wrinkles are awful. And I said, listen, it's not too late for you to add it back in. So yes, they've lost 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, about 64%. You can notice what you've lost by looking in the mirror. Hair, skin, nails, joints, muscles, wrinkles, skin's elasticity, okay? Okay, you guys, there's freaking 5 types of collagen. I'm listening to Audible books and they all come and start talking about collagen. What one are you using? I learned, hey Michelle, getting your collagen from Home Goods and TJ Maxx isn't the smartest bang for your buck. The price I paid in collagen versus what it cost me to actually get one and learn about this, I was dealt a bad. No, I'm aware now. What type are you using? If you don't know, put IDK. Okay? Michelle, what am I sending you? Listen, you guys. Listen. There's a type 1, a type 2, a type 3, a type 4, a type 5. That's overwhelming. Type 4 and 5 have to do with the gut lining. You have to not worry about type 4 and 5. Type 1, 2, and 3 have to do with the hair, skin, nails, joints, muscles, wrinkles, skin's elasticity. Okay? When I drop 30 pounds, I don't want to have to move my arms and they shake around, right? So there's type 1, type 2, type 3. Type 1 and type 1 and type 3 are in your body right now dormant. Do you want to know the best thing you could ever add into your body? I want you to guess. The best thing. And I want you to remember what I taught you today about the ingredient list. Type 2 would be the best. It activates type 1. 1 and 2 activate 3. You now have a very well, what's it called when you like spray oil to lube up like the Ferris wheel? Now they're all working together. It's a big happy family. But ingredient lists, the first ingredient listed is what you find the most of. The last ingredient, the least of. Is type 2 collagen up at the top? Because it better be, or they're ripping you off. Yeah. So I use a type 2. It took me 20 collagens to go through, okay? But I will say it does get added back in and you can see it and feel it. Type 2 collagen, the one, it needs to be water soluble. Mine's a liquid, yours should be water soluble. It should be a liquid, okay? Mine also has an organic tremolo mushroom. Why? It mimics hyaluronic acid. For 10 years, they've been behind the scenes being like, oh, wow, lots of positive benefits. If you can put hyaluronic acid on your face, most of them are not YUKA approved. So they have toxins and dyes that we're seeping through our skin. Organic tremolo mushroom, you put it inside, and literally it works from the inside out, and it mimics hyaluronic acid. So do you have crow's feet or 11s or your cheekbones starting to sag in? Use that. Yeah. Oh, so my recommendation would be this, but it has 4 ingredients in one, literally. So this one has the organic tremolo mushroom. It's also medical grade. It's also backed by science. You guys know how I feel, especially being a fitness instructor. So it's a type 2 collagen. It also, listen, type 2 collagen. It has tremolo organic mushroom, top ingredients, CLEAN, proven through science, proven through clinicals, third-party validation. It also has fenugreek to support the gut lining, and it has the Morosil blood red orange, which is a fat burner with 0 caffeine. Do not use CLA, conjunctuated linoleic acid. It has seed oils inside of it. That's literally like adding what we talked about, aspartame into your body. Okay, Burbine is fine for a fat burner but I don't use it because it gives me the jitters, makes me anxious. The Morosil comes from Sicily. Italy has a blood red orange, and they have an antioxidant in the blood red orange that has 0 caffeine. It is proven in a patent study, 12 weeks, if you can put this in your body, it can do exactly what the body needs to do at that 12-week mark to literally drop massive amounts of visceral fat in the belly area, right here, decrease body fat composition and decrease body fat percentage. The 6% who didn't get results when they tested it at the 12-week mark weren't consistent with using the Morosil blood red orange. So for the first time, it's now infused in a medical grade collagen. It's just 1 tablespoon. There's no dairy, there's no soy, there's no gluten, there's no caffeine. I just need 1 tablespoon a day. The problem is I only have 2 in stock. I have my black cherry, my chocolate raspberry flavor, and my chocolate Andes mint. There's a video, Sam, it explains it better than I can. If I were to share it with you, would you press play? If so, I want you to see the science and chemistry behind it. Drop the word snow in the comments. I'll send it to you. Or no, drop the word slim in the comments. I'll send it to you, okay? It is, oh yeah, for Valentine's Day, it's 30 days money back guaranteed. You can get a full month supply, that's what that is. It's 4 supplements in one. And listen, it usually is $109. You can lock the price in at $89, but for Valentine's Day, you can get it right now for $69. $69. If you would like it and you drop in the comments the word slim with a star, I can share with you a link, okay? But I'm kind of sick and tired of sharing stuff with people and then it sells out on me because I can't show up looking like a nightmare, okay? Here's the deal with the comments, guys. Here's the deal with the comments. The comments are going to disappear. So I need you actually, I need to plug in my phone. I need you actually, hold on. Shoot. Does that work? Yes. Here is my Instagram account. Just message me Slim, and that's my Facebook account. Yes, it's back in stock as of this morning at 9. It was, so it should be. If you want to go grab it before, here's my Instagram. Just put the reach out, message me Slim. I'll show it to you. Facebook Slim. TheBreakfastShow.net. When you put that in your web browser, as if you're going to Google, you'll see Nueva. Oh wait, I think this is the one that's almost dead. Nueva. Okay, when you go to Nueva, it's called, just like it sounds, Snow Slim. Okay, Snow Slim. It's literally called Snow Slim, like so slim. I will be alerted if you purchase. I will be messaging you today via text. I'm actually behind on that. I need to do it Because if you have to call in, because things are always so in and out of stock, you're dealing with the #1 health and wellness company in the US. Things go out of stock, people call in, the wait is an hour long. I have a customer service elite rep at my fingertips. You'll be taken care of on demand. So don't worry about that. God forbid there's a lid missing or there's a spill, I've got you. Okay? Everyone knows where to get their Slim, correct? Okay, so she's asking, Julie, about GLP-1. Who's ever heard of a shot? The GLP shot. Very, very amusing when you find out what's really going on with the GLP injection. Step number 1, I stop off at any doctor and I'm like, hey, can you give me the shot insert? Just give me the shot insert. Look at what's inside of it. Just Google it, chat GPT it, what's inside of the shot insert. Number 2, what does GLP-1 do? You're tricking the brain that you have more of a GLP-1 hormone. What happens when you get off of it? What happens when you reach your goal weight? It's tricking the brain. So it's not really over time. Here's what you can look into. Write down the word peptide. Write down the word form microbead. You guys, you do not have to inject this stuff inside of you. The only reason why people are doing peptides is because they never had, they never had the YUKA app. They never had Yucca app. They never scanned their foods and they found, oh my gosh, every day I was eating, almost everything I was eating had dyes. Almost everything I was eating had carcinogens. What does this happen over time when you put more of that in your body than regular food? The peptides, which are all of these Legos, they're short chain amino acids, building blocks, they're what send messages to every area of your body. Over time, when that continuously happens, guess what happens? They stop responding. Insulin and your cells have stopped responding. So when you eat, insulin's supposed to take the food, use it as energy, I feel great, or store it as future energy. But what's happened is you eat, you look at food, you're not a big eater, and it all stores right here. Visceral fat in the back area and the front area. That's what's happening. Look at her. I could meet her at the mall. I know exactly what's happening to you. Show me the foods you've been buying. Show me the brands you've been using. Yup. There's a 99.9% metabolic reset. If you think you need it, drop a 1. I'm going to show you exactly what to get from the store today. Exactly what to get if you drop a 1 in the comments, okay? Look at her 2 weeks in. I knew it. Look at this 60-year-old 2 weeks in. Oh, 6 weeks, sorry. I knew it. I knew it. Her cells and insulin stopped responding. Write down the word SLUPP. SLUPPP332. SLUPPP332. It's in you right now. It's a peptide. Has to do with your insulin and cells responding. The Wi-Fi has been disconnected. We need to connect. So SLUP 332, 5-amino-1-MQ. Let's talk about the 5-amino-1-MQ peptide within you, okay? Increases NAD plus at a cellular level, at a mimicking exercise effect. 30 plus positive benefits to insulin and cells reconnecting the Wi-Fi, 99.9%. SLUP 332 has an exercise mimicking effect at a cellular level with 30 plus positive benefits on insulin sensitivity. But here's what's going to happen. You're going to message me and you're going to go to the market and try to find this. And you're going to go, hey, Michelle, look. And I'm going to go, nope, nope, nope. Do you see all these ingredients? I'm telling you to get SLUP and I'm telling you to get 5-amino-1. And there should be nothing else in it. But these frickin' companies are creating products for $5 frickin' bucks and selling them for $60 and pissing me off real quick and not doing anything for you. This microbead, 5-amino-1, SLUPPP332, the only thing listed on that ingredient list, the only thing inside of this. You've heard of body. I know you have. If you haven't, drop the word body. This is a 2-in-1 short chain amino acid peptide, mimics exactly what's found in your body at a cellular level with a 99.9% metabolic reset with no SHIT found inside of it. It's called body. 30 days money back guaranteed. It's a medical grade weight loss peptide. You take it for 2 months on, you cycle 1 month off. Actually, there's a video that explains it better than I can. If I share that video and introduce you to the body expert, would you press play? It's 8 minutes. Drop the word body in the comments. Michelle, I don't freaking care. I need this shipped before 1 p.m. It's 30 days money back guaranteed. It's proven through science. It's proven through clinicals. I needed this yesterday. Drop body with the star. This peptide runs at $219. You're getting 2 in 1. It's $189 locked in price. Today you get it for $169 because Valentine's Day is coming. Drop body with the star. But I'm going to recommend to you a signature set. Why? Why? You get 3 bottles of body. So you're set for January. You're set for February. March, you don't take it. April, you take it. May, you reorder. You get that 3-month supply with the hydrogen water we talked about, nitro, for free and a glass for free, and you're only paying $530. You have a 4-month supply. You want the best transformation story. You don't want to continue ordering, end up paying over $600 and not even getting nitro for free. You lock in a signature set. You say, Happy Valentine's Day to me. I just went and got my parent. I don't care. I'm not going to have this scarcity mindset around freaking money. And so to pay the price of something for $50, it's going to cost me $700 because you're going to come back to me in 3 months and end up purchasing this. But first you're going to go try something that has caramel coloring inside of it. Here's what I need you to do. Oh shoot, it's not sold out, is it? No, it's not. Oh my gosh. You need to stop, drop, and message me to be introduced to the expert with the video. It's a video. I'm not going to sit here and get you on a call. Instagram message me body. Facebook message me body. Okay, drop a 1 in the comments if you want to look like you just got a hydrofacial. Drop a 1. You guys, you've seen the transformation story of the hydrofacial that I used to get compared to now the transformation to the beauty peptide. I stack beauty and body together. If you didn't get that beauty video, make sure you message me beauty and body. So you have to message me for these videos. Why? The comments disappear. In the peptide, there is no dairy. I'm going to get back on TikTok. I'm going to come back on. I'm going to come right back on. There is no inside of the body. There is no caffeine. People gastric sleeve, hypo, hyper, no thyroid, they're using it. Cancer patients, cholesterol, like PCOS, Hashimoto's, name a health condition. I'm working with that person. Type 2 diabetes, high A1C, right? If you want it, it's right here, thebreakfastshow.net. If you have thebreakfastshow.net, you go to New Wava, correct? You guys listen because I'm about to share something with you. It's going to blow your mind. This has everything to do with body composition, okay? This has everything to do with your body composition, right? If you have ADHD or you have a hard time paying attention, drop a 1. Drop a 1, okay? Right now, you can get on my list for something that's coming in the middle of March. It's called Elevate. It helps with ADHD and it has testifying inside of it. It's only available until midnight tonight to order. It's called Elevate. That one is going to have you have no reason to want to eat food. You're not going to want to eat at all, okay? It also helps with ADHD. It has a component of dachshund inside of it, the testifying, and then BC14 or something like that. Why is this not working? How freaking annoying. Flip camera. There we go. Okay, so you're going to go to thebreakfastshow.net, New Wava. It's called Body. Body. Elevate, if you want Elevate, which is the brand new one that's gone tonight at midnight, and it's launching come the mid-March sometime. You can only get it now. You have to hit social retailer. Social retailer, you have to. Customer versus social retailer, there's no difference except for when you're a social retailer, if you don't want to make money, you need to message me so we can make you a customer. Do you see what I'm saying to do? Thebreakfastshow.net in the web browser. We go to the web browser, we see New Wava, we see Body. You're going to see the signature set, you're going to see Body. So pick it, add it to cart, all be in your inbox today. You want the video, Instagram message me Body, Facebook message me Body. Elevate is here. It's gone tonight at midnight. If you need that and you didn't get the information, you must message me in Elevate today. I already have 176 unread messages, so I will be at my desk for a few hours. Make sure you're in there. Okay? Yeah, that's my beauty and body. You don't have to detoxify. Look at the nitros activated. You do not have to detoxify from caffeine or from coffee. It's only because 9 out of 10 times we don't realize. I take a stick, it's like a chlorine stick. You can put it like inside of your coffee. There's pesticides inside the coffee. Get one that doesn't have pesticides. First I was using Rise, and then I found one even better. It's a nootropic blend, so it helps with mood and all that fun jazz. It's a nootropic blend. It has cordyceps mushrooms, lion's mane, L-theanine for the mood, and it has Ceylon cinnamon. Regular cinnamon elevates kidney levels. You do not want that. So Ceylon cinnamon, L-theanine, cordyceps mushroom, lion's mane mushroom, that's called, that's a pesticide-free brew. It's a nootropic brew. It comes from Sicily. Their rainforest comes from Italy, specifically though, Sicily. It's a nootropic blend. Drop coffee in the comments. Drop coffee in the comments if you want that video. It'll share with you why this Colombian brew. Most people drop about 5 pounds, Carlene, just because the pesticides are getting and releasing out of their body. It's a no crash coffee. It's called Nueva Morning. If you drop coffee with a star, they actually will give you an entire bag and let you try it for 30 days, money back guaranteed. Right now, that's an opportunity. Yeah. Anything for Valentine's Day that you spend $75, you get 20 off. So you're really, yeah. So just message me, coffee. I'll send you the video from the rainforest. It will blow your mind what they're putting in our coffees. It'll blow your mind what people are waiting for inside of Starbucks. It will blow your mind. Again, we have to do our due diligence, right? Get the YUKA app, Yucca, start scanning it, start becoming self-aware, just start implementing little things, and before you know it, over time, it'll compound. TheBreakfastShow.net. If you go there right now in your web browser, Merry Christmas, I gave you a protein guide. It's not mine. It helped me in many ways. It's under free protein guide. That free protein guide has 50 FIFTY foods for you that will help you in getting your goal weight in grams of protein. Okay, TheBreakfastShow.net has Nueva. That's where you'll see Nueva Morning. Guys, if you didn't know, my Belly Fat Blasting Liquid Collagen is back in stock and you didn't get the video, drop Slim. If you didn't know, the medical grade weight loss peptide body is 20 off and you didn't get the video, drop Body. And if you didn't know, Nitro comes free in a signature set, drop Nitro for the hydrogen water. Any videos you need clarity on, you have to hop in my inbox. This is Instagram handle, this is Facebook handle. TheBreakfastShow.net has everything under Nueva. If you need a payment plan option, you can reach out to me. I can do a Firm or Klarna for you, and you can make itty bitty small chunk size pieces. Okay? I want to talk to you about if you are the type of person, tell me right now in the comments, that would rather take buckets of water to keep taking them to your house to have water supply and you set them down. Or if long term you're like, hey, I'm going to build a faucet and I'm going to have running water for life. Because I want to tell you right now that the average person is acting and doing the buckets of water. And I'm going to tell you right now that you will never find any of these products on a store, on a billboard, in a commercial. And I'm telling you that I'm going to give today 250 people. 250 people will have this on their stories where people will say, what's in that? Do you want to know what I need you to be able to say to have more of the mindset of creating the faucet versus the buckets? I need you to be able to say, if I share a video that explains the science behind it better than I can, will you press play? And by them pressing play on that and you introducing them to #1 health and wellness products, you get to earn up to 40% commission. So you're building a faucet behind closed doors that will always have that running water, not the 9 to 5. And you can do this on the side of what it is that you're already doing and it won't interfere. I have built what's called the source. Every single training, just like the employee at McDonald's, every single blueprint, every single script, you are given through my leadership, what I have built. You also have the hero products and you have a system where you're gonna tag and add people to a tool instead of being the fool. And it's why I help over 290 people every day earn up to 40% commission right now actively, and I sell over $33,000 worth of products because I have built something that has created the faucet for you to have running water for life. I'm going to tell you right now that I don't offer this all the time. I have 5 spots open for my mentorship coaching. You would partner with me for free. There's no monthly minimum, so stop talking yourself out of it. That's already victim mentality. There's no quota. There's no lives. There's no reels. You don't have to show your face. You can do this selfless. I give my team every piece of content every day. I teach you curiosity and attraction marketing, where you're going to have a brand to show up on social media for a passion for health and wellness. You're going to have a brand for wanting to help other people. And by doing it, you're not going to have to keep filling up the buckets long term. So if you're intrigued, I want you to drop the word social retail in the comments. I'm going to share additional information with you. I don't want to hear that you're introverted, because guess what? You don't have to do lives or reels. And 99% of people doing this are introverted. You can't afford it. You can't afford getting started on a product that's $49. When is that going to get better? You don't have time. When is that going to get better? You don't have pockets of your day, 5 minutes here, that accumulate to 5 hours a week. Oh my gosh, we've got bigger issues, because I had 3 jobs when I started. I had 60 grand in debt. My background was HR. I cleaned houses. I was a single mom. I had a salon in my basement all at the same time while doing this. That has given me the faucet to have running water at all times without having to have the buckets of pails. I'm looking for positive and coachable. I am not looking for excuses. I have an A team with A players in AAA+ momentum, and I have people who walk away from literally a 6-figure income in a different company to come partner with me because of what I've built. So, Kat, you guys, no one comes out of the room on social media. Don't even tell me you're not tech savvy. Are you positive and coachable? Boom. Are you willing to grow? Boom. Are you open-minded? Boom. I can teach you how to do this as an introvert. I can teach you how to do this without a social media following and how to build a social media following. I can teach you curiosity and attraction marketing. Okay? Heather, hit follow back. I got you. Anyone else want the video? I did it to start making an extra $500 in the last 7 years I've been at it now. I've made over $1 million. But I went from the mentality of filling up the buckets to creating a faucet where I have continuous unlimited amounts of water. Kat, I got you. Anyone else want that video, or are we good? I'll be back tomorrow morning for yet another episode between 8 and 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you have any questions, if you need clarity, hop in my inbox. You guys, my inbox messenger is open. I know I seem big and scary. I'm not. I'm passionate. When you close your eyes, you need to envision what your life would look like if you could have the miracle morning. What would your closet look like as you get out of bed and you go look in it? What would you drive? All right, I'll see you in my inbox.